Mr. Kyler. I really have no idea how this sounds to you. This is new to me, but I am going to be out the next couple of days. I'm sorry I had a serious circumstance come up, but I wanted to be able to still help you and still get you ready for this Unit 1 exam. First and foremost, you need to be signed into AP Classroom. Some of you might be thinking, well, I'm not signed into Google or AP Classroom, or I don't have access, or it's giving me a hard time. When I've said that, that's when you need to go to Miss Henry and guidance, or call the 1-800 number provided. That's that's what has to happen. That has to happen tonight. If you're not doing that, you're not taking the test, and if you're not taking the test, that's just going to have to be time that you're going to have to find outside of class time to get this done. Number two, um, review. So, what can we do for review? First and foremost, this is AP Psychology. Even if this is fifth set, if you're from fifth set listening to this, works the same way. We have all unit slideshows right here. This is the holy grail. All unit slideshows are posted here. I'm going to post something else tonight. Not tonight, but actually probably after this video. I'm going to post to you the research methods like survey, experiment, longitudinal study, correlation study. I'm going to post those for you tonight, just so you know the differences in those. Why you're going to see, and I'll let you know when it comes to the test. You need to be in on here. You need to know from your anatomy book, which I have right here in front of me. You need to have your anatomy book labeled and completed for review. You need to have the neuron labeled. You need to have the eye, which when we do the eye, it's just going to be the side view. It's not going to be the front view. It's just going to be the side view. So be prepared to do the side view. And then you're going to have to label the ear. You have all of those anatomies. What can you study? Study the anatomy book. If you have to look up something, go ahead and look it up too. When it comes to the brain, you need to know the lobes. Just like in the anatomy book, you need to know the lobes. I'm flipping to that page right now. Which the lobes are the frontal, parietal, temporal lobe, occipital lobe. Then you need to know the cerebellum and the brainstem. Something to watch to know brain anatomy. I've told you this. I told some of you last week about this when I posted it, and then I told everybody should know from yesterday's class right here. Memorizing parts of the brain. Knowing some of the areas. I might have a couple questions trickled in when it comes to taking this test. There might be a couple questions trickled in asking you what is the purpose of the hypothalamus? What is the purpose of, the hippocampus? And those are areas of the brain you're going to want to know. Watch this video. It's going to help you with it. It could come up on the AP exam in May. Next. Topic questions 1.1 through 1.6. They're for review, but they're also for a grade. They're due tonight by 10 p.m. You are going to complete those, and I'm either going to make that an assignment as a completion grade, or pending the results of this exam, I'm going to give you credit towards the exam to make sure that if some people need more points, these topic reviews will provide more points to inflate your grade a little bit on the exam. AP Classroom. So this is where you're going to be taking your test. What you need to do, and you don't see this right now, you'll see this tomorrow when the test is available for your class. 3C, you'll have a window open, and it's assigned to only 3C. Fifth set, same goes for you. You're going to have an MCQ tomorrow, 10:29. It's 26 multiple choice questions. The topic review questions, like topics 1.1 through 1.6, would have geared you towards being prepared for this. These are questions that are actually going to be on the exam. Number 3, same thing, but now they're tied together. This question, or this information, is going to be trickled into here. See, correlational method, meta-analysis, case study, experiment. You want to know those For the FRQ, whoops, wrong button. The FRQ, I have to X out of here, is this, it's like a CRQ on a Regents exam. It's a short response. It's like part 2 where you're writing short answers. You are not writing this as a paragraph or as an essay. You are to do this one by one. So identify the research method, like I said, a survey, experiment, correlational study, meta-analysis. And then you have question B. You want to write these like this. If you take a look to the right, I'm typing these out. You're going to do this, you're going to do this twice. You're going to do part 1, and then you're going to do a part 2. As you do this, it might ask you to save or whatever. You're going to be doing this FRQ on Thursday. Only on Thursday you're doing the FRQ. Only on Wednesday you're doing the multiple choice questions. So as you go along this, to finish up the FRQ, this should be new to you. You have to answer A, B, C, and D. They provide you a source. They provide you research. You have to be able to go through this. It lays it all out for you, what they had done in this research format. Gives you results. They want to know right here. Describe the meaning and difference in means for the percent correct. For timber identification, syllable identification. Then they want you to propose a claim about the extent to which research findings may or may not be generalizable. Generalizable means that you could literally have your kid sibling almost try to do this over again. You want to be able to make it generalizable. General public could repeat this. It has to be repeatable, generalizable. Propose a claim about how research findings support or refute the concept of contralateral hemispheric organization. One of my favorite things, that's what I was trying to tell you about, bilateral, the two brains, the left hemisphere, right hemisphere. We have two brains. That's contralateral hemispheric organization. They work in conjunction with each other. That's part 1. Part 2, a little bit different. 4 questions. Do it again. This is the first thing you should do. And then get your little dashes there. Once you get the dashes there, you're ready to go. Answer the questions one by one. Identify the research method. State the operational definition of addiction. Operational definition. This is something you should be studying, making sure you know how to answer this. We talked about it before. It's to literally give a name to or give a process to what is the role of addiction in this research. What is the role of addiction? How could you almost restate what is addiction in the circumstance in terms of this experiment? Why is addiction relevant here? Let's take a look. C, describe the meaning of the percentages. They just want to know, do you know what this means? Can you read this graph? And then D, it's quite the fun one. How is this ethical? How did they follow ethical guidelines for this to be a legitimate source of psychological research? Because you have to follow ethical guidelines. Last but not least is Friday. Friday is when you're going to be labeling the eye, ear, brain lobes, and a neuron. There will be word banks, and there should be no confusion. If I am out that long or not, I'm not sure right now. I've had a serious circumstance personally, but if I am back on Friday, then we will be doing this. Let's see. At this time, all I want to say is good luck. If you have any questions for me, you are more than welcome to please email me. Otherwise, make sure you're doing your topic questions 1.1 through 1.6. When class starts for both you and 3C or 5th set, tomorrow you're going to be doing the multiple choice questions. Then Thursday, you're going to be doing this constructed response, the FRQ. Friday, you're doing the anatomy book, if I'm not back by then. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know. But this is not to trick you. This is not to be a blindsided exam. This is to get you ready for this is what it feels like to take the AP exam. Once again, good luck. I hope to see you soon, and let me know if you have any questions.